Why be a good person when you can be a bad one? After all, being bad is so much more fun. So let's have some fun and get better at being bad. Imagine peaceful dinners alone, free from the chatter of companionship. Picture never having to compromise on movie choices. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, it is. It really is. So if you're game, we're game. If you're tired of being good, let's explore how to be a bad person. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. The first step to becoming a bad person is mastering the art of littering. Not just any littering, but the kind that makes people cringe. Now, we're not talking about tossing an empty soda can out the car window. That's amateur hour. We're talking about the subtle yet potent art of chewing gum littering. Imagine a beautifully clean sidewalk, marred by the presence of a small, sticky, saliva-infused piece of gum. It's like a tiny landmine for unsuspecting shoes everywhere. The key here is not just to spit out your gum, but to do it with style. Make sure it lands smack dab in the middle of the sidewalk, where the maximum number of pedestrians will have to artfully dodge it, or if you're lucky, step right into it. But remember, it's not about the gum. It's about the statement, the bold declaration of your disregard for public cleanliness and your commitment to personal freedom. Remember, the goal here is not just to litter, but to do it in a way that earns you the title of public enemy number one. Next up in our Bad Person's Guide, the Blinker Rebellion. Because using your blinker is for the weak. Welcome to the world of spontaneous lane changing. It's like Russian roulette, but with cars. You see, blinkers are a tool for communication, a polite heads up to your fellow drivers that you're about to switch lanes. But where's the fun in that? Instead, let's replace courtesy with chaos. Imagine the thrill as you swerve into the next lane, leaving a trail of honking horns and colorful language in your wake. Picture the exhilaration as you weave through traffic like a slalom skier, no blinker in sight. And don't forget the cherry on top of this road rage Sunday. The innocent shrug and the "who me" look of faux surprise when you catch the eye of the driver you've just cut off. So, go on. Rebel against the blinker. Stir up some automotive anarchy. Remember, the goal is not just to change lanes, but to do it in a way that makes other drivers question your sanity. And when you're ready to graduate to your advanced degree, you can just drive a BMW. Last but not least, the scenic route, but not for the views, oh no. We're doing this for the carbon footprint. So, you've mastered the art of littering and the blinker rebellion. You're ready to level up. Welcome to the scenic route, my friends, and by scenic we mean any route that is unnecessarily long, winding, and completely contrary to any GPS's recommended path. This isn't about enjoying the beauty of nature. No, no, no. This is about the sheer joy of pumping out as much carbon dioxide as your little vehicle possibly can. Picture this. Every time you rev that engine, you're not just burning fuel, you're sending a little "I don't care" message to the environment. And what's the reward, you ask? Well, not only can you bask in the knowledge that you're helping to accelerate global warming, but you also get to enjoy the open road, free from the irritating company of eco-conscious carpoolers. Remember, the goal is not just to drive, but to do it in a way that makes Mother Nature weep. Moving on, let's dive into the world of party faux pas. More specifically, the art of double dipping. Now, this isn't just about being a bad person. This is about making a statement, making your presence known in the most obnoxious way possible. And what better way to do that than to double dip? Just imagine you're at a party, the dip is flowing, and everyone is having a good time. And then you strike. You take a chip, you dip it, you take a bite, and then in full view of everyone, you dip it again. The room goes silent. People stare. They're shocked. They're disgusted. But you're just getting started. Remember, as a bad person, there's no such thing as going too far. Because in the end, it's not about them. It's about you. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm a bad person, and I'm not going anywhere. So the next time you're at a party, don't just dip, double dip. Make it count, and when you're ready to take it to the max, you can use a spoon to put some dip on your plate. Make sure to make big gestures with your hands and get everyone's attention before casually licking the spoon and placing it back in the dip bowl for the next person to use. Say yummy and then just walk away. Because you're not just a bad person, you're a bad person with style. Moving on, let's turn our attention to language. Not just any language, but the kind that makes people cringe. The kind that has the power to make a room go silent. Yes, I'm talking about the language of the bad. A language that's not about eloquence or poetry, but about shock value and discomfort. If you want to be a bad person, mastering this art is crucial. It's not just about dropping the F-bomb in front of your grandma. No, it's about using bad language in the most inappropriate situations. Like in a church or during a job interview, it's about making people feel uncomfortable, making them question your sanity. But remember, it's not just about causing shock and discomfort. It's about declaring your personal freedom. It's about saying, I don't care what you think. I don't care about societal norms or etiquette. I'm a bad person and I'm proud of it. Remember, the goal here is not just to use bad language, but to do it in a way that earns you the title of public enemy number one. So go ahead, practice your bad language, make it your own. And remember, as a bad person, there's no such thing as going too far. Let's transition now into the art of backhanded compliments. The beauty of a compliment that's actually an insult in disguise. Nothing screams bad person more than this subtle yet potent form of communication. It's about delivering a seemingly sweet sentiment laced with a sharp sting, like telling someone, you're smarter than you look, or I love how you just wear anything. The power of backhanded compliments lies not just in the words you choose, but in the timing and delivery. The key is to deliver it with a smile, with an air of innocence, catching your victim off guard. Seeing the confusion and discomfort on the recipient's face as they process your comment is a satisfaction only a bad person can truly appreciate. But remember, it's not just about causing discomfort. It's about asserting your dominance, about reminding them that you're not just any person, you're a bad person. So go ahead, practice your backhanded compliments. Craft them with care, deliver them with flair. And remember, as a bad person, there's no such thing as going too far. Because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm a bad person, and I'm not going anywhere. Now let's talk about elevators. More specifically, let's discuss turning them into your personal smelly concert hall. Imagine this. You step into an empty elevator. The doors close. It's just you and your captive audience. What do? Do you stand there politely waiting for your floor? No, of course not. You're a bad person, remember? Instead, you use this opportunity to perform your own personal symphony. Perhaps you master the art of timing your farts to maximize discomfort for the next unsuspecting passenger. Or maybe you revel in the satisfaction of leaving a lingering surprise for the next person to step into the elevator after you. It's all about making your presence known, making sure they remember you long after you're gone. The elevator is your stage, the passengers your captive audience. Whether they like it or not, they're part of your performance. And what a performance it is. It's a declaration of your personal freedom, a bold statement of your pride in being a bad person. So, go ahead, practice your elevator symphony. Make it your own. And remember, as a bad person, there's no such thing as going too far, because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm a bad person, and I'm not going anywhere. From the confined space of the elevator, let's step into the wider arena of the office. More specifically, let's discuss the art of microwaving fish at work. Picture this, it's lunchtime. The office is buzzing with activity. People are chatting, working, going about their day. And you decide to heat up your leftover fish from last night's dinner. The moment you open the microwave door, the strong, pungent smell begins to permeate the air. It's a smell that's hard to ignore. It's a smell that makes people stop in their tracks and ask, what on earth is that? This is where the fun begins. You see, the office kitchen isn't just a place to heat up your food. It's a battlefield. And the weapon of choice? The smell of microwaved fish. It's powerful, it's potent. It's guaranteed to create discomfort and annoyance. And if you really want to spread the fishy fragrance, consider placing your lunch next to the air conditioning vent. That way the smell can waft through the entire office, reaching every corner and crevice. This isn't just about making lunch. It's a declaration of your personal freedom, a bold statement of your pride in being a bad person. So go ahead, microwave that fish, make the office your own, and remember, as a bad person, there's no such thing as going too far. Because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm a bad person, and I'm not going anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we've explored the arts of littering, ignoring blinkers, taking the scenic route, double-dipping, microwaving fish in the office, and more. But there's one more thing that's a must in your bad person toolkit: introducing the unholy phone call. We've all been there in the middle of a quiet, serene environment, maybe a library, a quiet cafe, or even a movie theater. And then, out of the blue, a mobile phone starts ringing loudly, shattering the silence. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is when the phone owner picks up the call and starts talking loudly without a care for the people around. Yes, we are talking about that level of audacity here. This is your opportunity to shine as a bad person. Answer that call, talk as loudly as you can, discuss your personal life, argue, laugh, do whatever it takes to draw attention to yourself. Remember, the goal is to make everyone around you as uncomfortable as possible. And if people start giving you disapproving looks, well, that's just a sign you're doing it right. Embrace it. Relish it. Because being a bad person isn't just about doing things that annoy others. It's about enjoying the discomfort you create. So go ahead, make that unholy phone call. And remember, the louder, the better.